And you lived a lot of good times with her. If she married with him, what do you think?
I will kill her.
I will very angry.
Why?
Because she is my love. If she will marry with him, I kill him.
Oh, I kill him. Oh.
Okay, thank you very much. You can sit.
Very nice. Thank you.
Now, friends, I'm going to ask a question to you. What would you do if you were in her place? Her. What would you do if you were in her place?
Yes. Where in indoor somewhere?
I think that's not a good idea for us, isn't it? Okay. Finally, friends, for your love, raise your hands and pray to God for your husband and your wife. I offer my respect. Thank you very much for listening to me.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Everybody is perfect because you've got perfect teachers. Especially me. I got that one. Okay, guys. Thank you very much, MUHSİN, DEMİR, and thanks to the other guys. Now, I'm not going to make it so long for you because are you bored?
Yes.
I don't care. Alright, so I'm going to ask the next time, yes. Now, please, give him a big applause. Now I'm asking Musa Özmen. Yes. And by the way, Musa Özmen is the brother of Şeyma Özmen, and their father is here. What? And I'm sure that he is really proud of them. No, it's not. It's not.
Was he or is he? I like your hair.
Sorry?
Was he or their father?
He is here. He's just sitting there. Musa's and Şeyma's father is here. They came here to just see the presentation that his children, or how they're going to do it. Alright, go on for an alkış. I was going to tell you to alkış. Actually, I was going to tell you to alkış, but you davrandın benden önce. Okay.
Good to see you.
Yes, introduction, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Musa and Said teacher is my teacher. I'm in high school. My topic is technology. Now you can see technology's description of technology. Technology is the making, modification, usage, and knowledge of tools, machines, techniques, and systems. Next slide. Yeah, you are seeing a picture about technology, and I love this picture because there is a many words about technology, and I explain one for you. Can you see that? Tools. I think the tools are, in my opinion, tools are the heart of technology. For example, sphere. You know sphere?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. No? What is it?
What do we know?
Sphere.
Sphere. Sphere.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Sphere. In Turkish, please.
In Turkish, it is a mızrak, and it was invented in Mesolithic, and it was used in hunts and wars. Next slide. Now, the most useful technologies tools. First one is telephone. Second is computer and internet. Three is television. Telephone. It was invented by Martin Cooper. Actually, it was invented by Graham Bell, but Bell invented home phones, and Cooper invented mobile phones. Everybody have telephones, even though 8 years old children. First telephones was like a chalk, and now we are using thin and small phones. They are like small computers. In my opinion, 50 years later we won't use computer, we will use just phones. Computer, it was invented by Eckert and Macaulay School. Computers are being used everywhere, in your offices, in your schools, in your houses, and you can do your homeworks, do your works in that. You can learn news on computer, etc., etc. The computers are very useful tools. And television. The television was invented by John Baird in 1923. Baird did the first broadcast in 1926. Television are news source. We learn every news about work on TV and we have fun on TV. We can watch series, films on TV. Next slide. Yeah, there is a 3 upcoming technology that may change the world. First one is robots. Second is technology glasses, Google Glass. 3 is Form 1, 3D photocopier. Robots. Actually, robots are already invented, but they are too expensive now. We can buy them in the future, and we will use for help. I have interesting information for you. I think everybody knows Second Abdülhamit. Maybe it's true. Sultan Second Abdülhamit sent gift for Japan in 1889. It was a robot. It could walk half meter and it could recite the azan. It's very interesting. Google Glasses. It was changed our life in the future. We can do everything just our eyes. You can open GPS when you use a car. It will be easy for your life. Form 1 3D photocopier. It's my favorite future technology tool. It's a 3D printer machine. Everybody can create their own physical product based on their custom design and no approval needed from any giant manufacturers. And you can see that caricature. It's about technology's bad ways. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's you?
No.
You have written you, so it's me.
It's me, yeah. Thank you for watching.
Very nice.
You can give me this one, another paper. Yes. Okay. Yes, the azan is being recited. Did you say Sultan Abdülhamit or something like that? Yeah. He sent a robot to where? Japan. Yeah, to Japan. That robot, as he said, could recite azan. Did you understand this, boy? God bless you. Sorry, Allah bless you. Did you understand that one? So, who did you say? Sultan Abdülhamit. Sultan Abdülhamit second. İkinci. Kime göndermişti? Japonya'ya mı? Bir tane robot göndermişti ki ezan okuyabiliyor oldu. Ne muhteşem bir şey. Değil mi? Anlamamış mıydınız? Pot mu kırdım yoksa? Alright, I got 2 more. I got 2 more. I know you got classes at 7 o'clock, but don't worry about them. I can manage all of them. Saat 7'de dersiniz var. Bugün bu sunumu bitirmeden hiç kimse sınıftan çıkamaz. Benim şarkımı dinlemeyecek misiniz en sonunda? Şarkı söyleyeceğim size. Bedava değil, herkes onu çok kolay dinleyemez. Valla bazı arkadaşlarımızın kendi dersleri var ve sıkıntı yok. Çünkü dediğim gibi dersleriniz hiç olmazsa yarım saat geç başlar, hiç sıkıntı yok. Evet arkadaşlar. Now I'm gonna go and tell you the second last. I can tell you the second last. What's second last? Sondan ikinci. Yani 2 tanemiz var. Alright, I'm not deciding which one should I take. Hey you. I'm gonna throw you out of the window. Alright guys, please give a big applause to Merve Aslan.
Benimkini açar mısınız? Evet var. Yes. Welcome everyone, my name is Merve Aslan. I'm a student in Selçuk University in Industrial Engineering Department. I'm in my third year now. My presentation subject is music. I love music personally. No, I'm in love with music. Whatever, I'm not here to torture you, so let's start. We can talk about music for days or write about 100 of pages, but I want to talk about today the effect of music on people. Thousands of years, many things change on earth, but expect the effect of music on people. Music always takes parts of our lives, good or bad way, you know. When we are sad, happy or melancholic, etc., we listen or sing music, songs. Most people, how can describe music? Most people describe music healer of soul. We can understand this description, significance of music. Every single person needs music for some reason. Different cultures, different types. Even if music is universal, people of different cultures, of different types, likes different genres of music. Pop, ethnic, R&B, soul, jazz, classical, instrumental, punk, rap, etc. Personally, I like jazz, R&B, and classical music. You can express with music that you cannot be able to express thoughts and emotions. Even if we can talk, laugh, scream, tell, we can listen music and express our feelings. Hundreds of years, scientists research the effect of music on humans. They got some consequences. Music raises your brain activity. Some people listen classical music when they are studying. I'm also listening to music when I'm studying. It makes me more energetic and raises my concentration. For me and for most people, music keeps us away right back of life. Music makes us happy. Music makes us move. Music helps us express our feelings. And most important, music heals our soul.
Wow.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. So that's what I told you, she just sang in there, right? Every night in my dreams, I see you. Right? Like exactly like Zeki Müren. Yeah. That's called talent. So I want another applause.
I'm shaking right now.
I know. Thank you very much. I like it, very good. And now we're going for the... Alright, yeah, it was music.
What's up, Bones?
Alright, Merve Aslan, thank you very much. Thank you, all of you. By the way, I was just going to say something I forgot to say. Now, as I told you, we got Musa and Shema, and that's his father. Sorry? I know. Wait, I'm saying something different. Man, look at this. Look, that father must be really proud of them. So I just want their father to say a few words for us. In Turkish, doesn't matter. 2 dakika konuşmanızı rica ediyorum. Evet. Türkçe fark etmez. Siz bizim misafirimizsiniz ve kendi misafirler misiniz? Evet. Hayır, yani değerlisiniz bizim için. Aynı zamanda benim çok değerli öğrencilerimin babasınız. Ve bu nedenden dolayı birkaç kelime söylemenizi rica ediyorum. Kendimi çocuklarınızla ilgili diyebilirsiniz.
Öncelikle herkese başarılar diliyorum. Yani bu kursa devam ettikleri için. 3 yıldır devam ediyorlar zaten kendileri. Bugüne kadar ne konuştuklarını bilmiyorum. Yani İngilizce bilmediğim için sadece yabancı dilim Almanca.
Evet.
Yurt dışından geldiğim için biraz Almanca biliyorum. şahit oldum ki güzel, yani hoşuma gitti. Ne konuştuğunuzu da bilmiyorum, anlamaya çalıştım ama soruyorum sürekli. İnşallah herkese İngilizce konusunda ileriki durumlarda başarılar dilerim.
Sizinle telefon üzerinde konuştum ben sizinle ve gerçekten ya Musa ve Şeyma. Aslında tüm öğrencilerimiz bizim için değerlidir. Ama kendileri gerçekten çok iyi öğrencilerdir. Ben kendilerini seviyorum. Kesinlikle. Yani emek verdik, verdiniz, verdiler. Ve emin olun bu verdiğimiz emek boşa gitmeyecek. Ve bunun hepimiz için geçerlidir arkadaşlar. İnşallah Allah'ın izniyle ve sizlerin ne diyorsunuz? Gayretinizle bir gün biz de bu kaleyi fethedeceğiz inşallah. Türkçem gelişmiş. Ne münasebet demediniz. Ben biraz da Osmanlıca konuşmaya çalışıyorum. Çok teşekkür ederim. Çok sağ olun. Okay, now guys, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Wait, we go one more. All right, I got the last student of mine. Yes. As you know, that in each class of mine, I go one student, who maybe you can call it my assistant. In English, yes, exactly, Rafshan. We're talking about something. As I told you, in each class of mine, I got some, all of them are special for me, but I got some students who I can call them my assistants and who I can trust when I'm not there. And that's called my Hasudabaşı. In each class I got. And that Hasudabaşı is Betül Arslan. Please give her a big please. Here you are. Yeah, and she has got electricity. Oh, no problem. Be careful. Just hang it somewhere like that. Put it in your pocket. Slide right. Please.
Hello everyone. First of all, thank you, my Saif Hocam, for your words about me. I'm really happy.
You're my sister.
Thank you again. First of all, thank you for coming today. I'll give you a brief information about myself. I'm Betül Arslan. I study industrial engineering in Selçuk University, and I'm in 3rd grade. So, this evening, I'm going to talk about a person who knows a lot of things about his life, his personal life, his war life, his wife's actually. And we learn about these things from history books or Muhteşem Yüzyıl. Yes, yes, as you guess, I'm talking about the Suleiman the Magnificent. No, that's not my slide.
I know, that's not a slide.
Okay. Okay. Sultan Süleyman was the 10th Padishah of the Ottoman Empire. He had campaigned 13 times and been Padishah for 46 years. He had been Padishah who serving and campaigning the longest time for the empire. He was born in Trabzon on the 6th of November in 1946. In 1520, after his father's, Selim's death, he ascended with the name of the 10th Padishah of the Ottoman Empire. He had annexed Belgrade, Rhodos, Moldavia, and most of the Hungary to the empire's territory. In 1529, he besieged Vienna, but the siege was failed because of the bad conditions, like weather and etc. After the war against the Safavids, a large part of Middle East had been conquered. In Africa, borders of the empire were extended to Algeria. Ottoman Navy had dominated over from the Mediterranean to the Red Sea in the waters. A day before siege of Sigetvar had ended, Suleiman passed out on September 7th in 1566, and after that his son Selim II become the
You call
11th.
that yellow salib, right?
Yes, become the 11th Padishah of the empire. Now we're gonna talk about his war life. After a short time that Suleiman had ascended, the governor Kamber the Ghazali of Damascus had rejected Suleiman's reign and he had declared his own regency. In 1521, the troops under the command of Ferhat Pasha quashed the rebellion. On the 5th of February in 1521, Suleiman made his third campaign on Belgrade, which was under the direction of the Kingdom of Hungary. Belgrade, which was besieged on August 1st, surrendered on the 29th August in 1521. 1 year later, Suleiman launched an expedition to the island of Rhodos, in the Mediterranean from overland, where the Knights of Hospitallers stayed. The siege, which was concluded more than 6 months, ended with the island's sovereignty would take place in the hand of the Ottoman Empire. In 1523, Suleiman cooked his Hatadabaşı İbrahim as his, you remember that. Hatadabaşı İbrahim as his Grand Vizier, which was a really interesting situation that was never seen before in empire's history. And after that, Ibrahim Pasha was charged with the regalate to Egypt. In 1525, Ibrahim Pasha returned to the Istanbul. In this period, mother of King Francois Louis the Savoy, I'm sorry about the spelling.
Easier.
I'm sorry about the mistakes. Asked for help with a letter to Suleiman, the King Francois I, who had been captured in the Holy Roman Germanic Empire. Suleiman had promised to help him and decided to campaign on Hungary. The Ottoman navy won the war in 1526 and broke the resistance of Hungary. Suleiman entered into agreement of capitulation with France on the 18th of February in 1536. With this agreement, a set of commercial and judicial privileges had been enfranchised to France. In 1538, the navy under the command of Barbaros Hayrettin Pasha won the naval battle of Preveza. On October 6th, Suleiman had his son Mustafa strangled because of some rumors about Mustafa wanted the throne. Ottoman army had captured Nahchivan, Karabakh, and Revan. They had returned to Amasya and spent winter in here. On May 29, 1555, borders between the Ottoman Empire and the Safavids stayed specified with the Agreement of Amasya. A large part of Iraq, including Baghdad, west of Azerbaijan, the area between Euphrates and Tigris rivers, and Tabriz stayed in Ottoman Empire. A few years later, Ottoman army started out to the Getvar, and on August 2nd, they arrived. But Suleiman arrived there on August 5th and settled his tent on top of a hill where he could see the siege. At the night of September 7th, in 1566, a day before capture of Zighetvar, Suleiman passed out because of a disease. By the way, besides Zighetvar, Göle, Yanva, Lugosi, and some other castles were captured. Suleiman's death was kept in secret for 48 days until the army had left Zighetvar. After his death, his son Selim II became the 11th Padishah of Empire. Yes. I was gonna talk about his wives and his children, but it's okay. This one, architectural work. Okay, architectural works. In first place, Selim I Külliyesi, which was started to build in Selim's I, and it was completed with Süleyman's order. Also, he had Şehzadebaşı Külliyesi, built for his son Mustafa, and he had Süleymaniye Külliyesi, which was one of the most important architecture of the Ottoman Empire, built for himself. Rüstem Paşa Külliyesi, Sokulu Mehmet Paşa Külliyesi, Kılıç Ali Paşa Külliyesi, Haseki Külliyesi, Mihrimah Sultan Külliyesi, Hadım İbrahim Paşa Külliyesi, Kara Ahmet Paşa Külliyesi also had built in Süleyman's era. The most popular poets of Süleyman's era were Fuzuli, Baki, Pir Sultan Abdal, and Ruhi of Baghdad. Besides, Matrakçı Nasuh was one of the most important painters, historians, and miniature artists. Grand Vizier Medikor İbrahim Pasha had brought statues named Lestroid Graces to Istanbul from Budin, and he had put them in his palace's garden. Although these statues had aroused interest, some people had thought that they were graven images. So the statues had not been permanent. Besides the statues, some philosophers' literary works had been brought to Istanbul from Budin and made a library. And that's all, and thank you for listening.
You can ask me a question. Thank you very much. By the way, yeah, he is going to ask a question, and I'm going to show you a technique.
Betul, what made you choose Süleyman?
I made her choose Sunum.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I was thinking, because he watches that, what's that?
Muhteşem Yüzyıl.
Muhteşem Yüzyıl, that's why, right?
And that's the reason I got my Hasurabaşı and I got my Vezir-i Azam Hazretleri. Pardon.
Here.
Alright, thank you so much. But I can show you just one thing.
Okay.
You said Mihrima, Külliyesi or something like that.
Yes, yes.
If you want to say these kind of Turkish words, please put ing for them. It should become at least a little bit
I
English.
couldn't find him directly.
I know. I'm just trying to make a joke and they wouldn't understand it.
What's Külliye? Is it that necklace
Slave.
thing?
Wasn't a slave. Anyway, forget it. I'm gonna explain it for you. Yani arkadaşlar Mihrima ne dedim? Mihrima Külliyesi mi?
Bakayım. Rüstem Paşa Külliyesi.
Ha, dur.
Topluluğu Mehmet
Rüstem Paşa Külliyesi mi ne? Onları İngilizce olmaları için en azından hepsine birer tane ING ekleyin. Yani Rüstem'in, Paşa'nın, Külliye'nin. Birazcık İngilizce olsun yani. Ne yapacaksınız?
Külliye of
Yeah,
Rüstem Paşa.
very nice. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, guys. Please, applause for Betül. Yeah,
Thank you.
again.
Hocam.
Yes, please. No, you can give me that one. The last thing, I'm gonna sing a song and you're leading it. All right, no problem. You can take it. All right, guys. Wait, sit down. It's not finished yet.
Sit down.
Söylememi istemiyorsanız gidelim.
You're like, we have had enough. We don't want to see
Yeah, we don't want to listen to your...
We're disappointed. We can't...
Giderken söylememi istiyorsunuz. Aynen, ben de körler gibi böyle söyleyecek miyim? Allah seni kahretmesin. Neyse, senin sonra görüşürüz. Okay guys, I want Halime Hoca to come here please. Because I want to sing with her. Yeah! Please, let's make the best for the last. Allah aşkına, I'm gonna take it here. Please. We're gonna sing, what are we going to sing? Shammame, shammame, shammame. Okay. Alright, no, what song we should sing right now? Fikret Kızılok, Gönül. No, not Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style.
Alright.
Your favorite. Get out. Get out.
But we want everyone to give us a company. Yani herkes katılacak, artık İngilizce bir şarkı söylemiyoruz. Eşlik edeceksiniz. Çünkü biz çoktan geç insanları tanırız. Okay? No. Wait. You're not going to finish it. I know. Okay. So Halime Hoca will start. Alright, I will start and you will continue. But maybe I forgot the lyrics. Sözlerini unutmuş olabilirim. Sallarım ama hatırlamadıklarımı. Siz de
Biz de yakalarız.
Yakalayın ya. Utanacak değilim sizden.
Hani utangaç insanlarız.
Ya bazen oluyoruz işte.
Onur Bey kamerayı kapattı mı?
Yok, açın.
Hocam kapattınız mı Onur Bey?
Kapattı.
Get out hocam.
Kapattı, evet.
Do you want me to sing this song or not?
Yes.
Yes, please. There is no music, but no problem. Bunca yıl herkesten kaçtın, en sonunda buldun sandım. Ansızın içini açtın, yapma dedim, yaptın gönül.
Gözleri senden uzaktı, fark edilmez bir tuzaktı. Sana böylesi yasaktı, yapma dedim, yaptın gönül. O bir yolcu, sen merhancı, gördüğün en son yalancı, içindeki derin sancı,
Sen istedin ben dinledim, senden ayrı olmaz dedim. En sonunda ben de sevdim, şimdi beni kurtar gönül.
O bir yolcu sen bir hancı, gördün en son yalancı. İçimdeki derin sancı, gitmez dedim kaldı gönül.
Sen istedin ben dinledim, senden ayrı olmaz dedim. En sonunda ben de sevdim, şimdi beni kurtar gönül.
Teşekkür ederiz. Çok sağ olun arkadaşlar. Bir şey daha söyleyeceğim, ondan sonra gidersiniz. Yok, çok şarkı. Bak. Oğlum bak git. Evet. İbrahim Şimşek. Arkadaşlar, İbrahim Şimşek is going to introduce himself to you. He was just going to introduce himself. There was a very bad accident that we didn't want to happen. İbrahim Şimşek is also one of these students, as you see. But unfortunately, there was a very, let's say, it was not a good luck, because he forgot. Yeah, he had pasted the presentation in there, but unfortunately there were some kind of problems, so he couldn't do the presentation. And he promises, and I promised that the presentation after this, he is going to be the first. So, he's going to introduce himself.
Hi everyone, I'm İBRAHİM ŞİMŞEK. I'm studying at Selçuk University, and my department is International Relations. I'm from MUHSİN.
MUHSİN Tantuni, do you know MUHSİN Tantuni?
Yeah.
Have you eaten? Yes, you have.
And I'm gonna say anything.
That's very nice. Please, applause for İbrahim Şimşek. Thank you so much. Okay guys, thank you very much. Thanks. Çok teşekkür ederim. Türkçe'ye dönelim. Geldiğiniz için.